Have you ever felt like you're living someone else's dream? You know, the one your parents, friends, or society expects you to achieve? Maybe it's a specific career, a certain lifestyle, or a particular set of goals. The thing is, following others' dreams can be a recipe for disaster, especially when it comes to your own happiness and fulfillment. Let's be real, most of us have been there at some point or another. We've been conditioned to believe that success is about achieving what others think we should, rather than what truly makes us happy. We're often led to believe that the key to happiness lies in becoming someone else's version of success. But here's the thing, those expectations are often empty promises, and the pressure to live up to them can be suffocating. I remember when I was in college, I was so caught up in what my parents wanted me to do. They wanted me to become a doctor, and I thought it was the right thing to do. So I majored in pre-med, spent 4 years studying, and even took the MCATs. But the truth is, I was miserable. I felt like I was just going through the motions, like I was pretending to be someone I wasn't. It wasn't until I took a step back and reflected on what I truly wanted that I realized I had been chasing someone else's dream all along. That's when it hit me. The problem isn't the dream itself, but the fact that it's not mine. We spend so much time trying to fit into someone else's mold that we forget to explore what truly makes us tick. We forget to ask ourselves what we want, what we're passionate about, and what truly fulfills us. And that's where the confusion comes in. The importance of finding our own path. Confusion is a natural part of the journey, but it's also a sign that we're not on the right path. When we're not sure what we want, it's easy to get caught up in the pressure of what others expect. We start to doubt ourselves, and before we know it, we're living a life that's not ours. It's like trying to put a puzzle piece in a place where it doesn't fit. It might look okay on the surface, but deep down, it's causing more harm than good. The pressure to conform is real, and it's everywhere. From social media to our social circles, we're constantly bombarded with messages telling us what we should be doing, what we should look like, and what we should achieve. It's like we're living in a never-ending game of keeping up with the Joneses, where we're constantly trying to outdo each other. But here's the thing, that game is rigged, and it's only leading to emptiness and dissatisfaction. So, what's the solution? It's time to take a step back and reflect on what truly makes us happy. It's time to explore our passions, our values, and our goals. It's time to ask ourselves what we truly want, rather than what others think we should want. And it's time to choose our own path, rather than following someone else's lead. In the next section, we'll dive deeper into the process of discovering our own path and finding fulfillment. We'll explore how to overcome self-doubt, build confidence, and create a life that truly reflects who we are. We'll also talk about the importance of taking risks and embracing uncertainty. But for now, let's just focus on, as the great poet Rumi once said, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." In other words, our struggles and challenges are opportunities for growth and transformation. So, let's not be afraid to take a step back, reflect on what truly makes us happy, and choose our own path. The journey might be uncertain, but the payoff is well worth it. That's it for this section, folks. Thanks for joining me on this journey of self-discovery and exploration. Stay tuned for the next section, where we'll dive deeper into the process of finding our own path and creating a life that truly reflects who we are. Choosing your own path and finding fulfillment. As we discussed, chasing others' dreams can lead to a life of emptiness and confusion. But the good news is that you have the power to change your path and find your own way. It all starts with self-reflection and identifying what truly matters to you. Imagine being on a journey, traveling through life with a map that's not yours to begin with. You're following a route that someone else has laid out for you, and you're starting to feel lost and disconnected from your true self. This is what happens when we chase others' dreams without taking the time to reflect on our own desires and passions. It's not just about the destination, it's about the journey itself. When we're following someone else's path, we often feel like we're just going through the motions without any real sense of purpose or fulfillment. We might achieve success in the eyes of others, but we'll still feel empty and unfulfilled inside. So, how do we break free from this cycle and start living our own lives? It all begins with self-reflection. Take some time to sit down with yourself without any distractions or interruptions. Ask yourself questions like, what truly makes me happy? What are my passions and interests? What kind of person do I want to be? This might seem like a daunting task, but trust me, it's worth it. By taking the time to reflect on your own desires and dreams, you'll start to gain clarity and direction. You'll begin to see what's truly important to you, and you'll start to make choices that align with your values and goals. For example, let's say you've always been interested in art, but your parents wanted you to pursue a more practical career in engineering. You might have followed their advice, thinking that it was the safe choice, but as you've grown older, you've started to feel a sense of emptiness and disconnection from your true self. Maybe it's time to reconsider and pursue your passion for art. Of course, this can be scary, especially if it means going against the expectations of others. But remember, it's better to take a risk and pursue your own path than to live a life that's not truly yours. And the best part is, you don't have to do it alone. You can surround yourself with people who support and encourage you, and you can find communities that share your passions and interests. So, how do you start making this change? Here are a few actionable tips to get you started. 1. Schedule time for self-reflection. Set aside a few minutes each day to sit down with yourself and reflect on your thoughts, feelings, and desires. 2. Explore your passions and interests. Try new things, attend workshops or classes, and join communities that align with your values and goals. 3. Surround yourself with positive influences. Seek out people who support and encourage you, and avoid those who bring you down or make you feel bad about yourself. 4. Take small steps towards your goals. Don't try to make drastic changes overnight. Start with small, achievable goals that align with your values and passions. Remember, finding your own path and living your own life is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, effort, and patience, but the rewards are well worth it. By choosing your own path and pursuing your passions, you'll start to feel more fulfilled and connected to your true self. So, what are you waiting for? Take the first step today and start living the life that's truly yours. If you like this video, then subscribe for more videos like this.